We are on video number 6 of my 7-day style elevation challenge. And today I want to share with you how to build a wardrobe on a budget. Now, the wardrobe that I'm talking about is not made up of fast fashion and all that kind of stuff. This is really your wearable wardrobe, a wardrobe that you can be very proud of and a wardrobe that will last you for years to come. And this is the way that I actually have built my wardrobe. There have been times that I have not had a lot of money to invest in my wardrobe. And I always have been a fashion lover and a fashionista. And so I had to incorporate a variety of strategies to get the wardrobe that I dreamed of. I've never really had too many times in my life where I could just go out and buy whatever I wanted. So I've always used these things since I was 17 or 18 years old. So let's get started. If you think that having a stylish wardrobe is going to break the bank, I have news for you. You can build a gorgeous wardrobe over time, curated, very unique to you, without breaking the bank. It is something that I have done most of my life. There have been very few times in my life where I could just go out and buy whatever I wanted without thinking about it. Most of the time of my life, I have worked to carefully curate. And I'm going to share with you how I have gotten a first-class wardrobe and the little secret tricks and tips that I use in order to do that. The very first thing that I do when it comes to my wardrobe is that I'm constantly assessing it. I know each season what I have in my wardrobe, what I have put aside, and what I'm looking for. And so what I'd like to encourage you to do is start by assessing your closet. You may have watched some of my other videos where I talk about closet organization and the importance of organizing your closet. You can do it over time. It doesn't need to be done like all at one time in big overwhelming thing. It can be done over time. I'll do another video where I talk about how to clean out your closet and how to keep it current. But for today, what I'd really like you to do is just begin the assessment process. So you know what's there. You know what colors you have a lot of and you're gravitating. You know what styles you're gravitating to. You are starting to get a sense for what looks good on you, and you're starting to get a sense for some of the trends that you might be interested in updating your wardrobe with. So you've got those things that are starting to percolate, but you need to know what those things are in your, like what works for you and those kind of things before you can really go about saving money. And I know that may seem odd, just buy all your clothes on sale or whatever, but no, I think it's really important to know what pieces fit you right now, what you're enjoying wearing. So take some time, assess your closet, play with your wardrobe, see what you have, and see what you need. The first place that I started building my wardrobe was with Wearable Basics. And when I started, I was working and I started by buying a 2-piece suit. And then I started to build from that 2-piece suit an extra skirt, an extra pair of pants that could be worn with the blazer. Then I added blouses that would coordinate. If I wanted to add another color to my wardrobe, I might purchase another suit or another single piece that could coordinate with those original pieces. So the way that I kind of kept everything going was that I had this specific core. These are pieces that you wear all the time. And with that core, then you build out from that. So if you live in a cooler climate, then you probably are going to want to think in terms of a pair of pants and a jacket and a sweater maybe. If you live in a warmer climate, you may want to think in terms of a pair of trousers, a pair of shorts, and some sort of a top, and build out from there. Here's how I shop for sales. There are certain pieces in my wardrobe that are high priority for me to spend on. And there are certain pieces that I don't spend a lot of money on. However, I rarely buy fast fashion. I rarely buy super cheap things that are going to fall apart. I'm looking for pieces that are going to wear well. They're going to wash well. They're going to wear well. Now, one of the places that I have found where you can get really nice t-shirts, you can get nice tank tops, and sometimes you can get decent sweaters from is Target. So knowing that you can buy some of these pieces and you don't have to spend a lot of money. So where you might be looking to save money would be on underwear, tank tops, t-shirts, certain types of shorts, athletic wear. There's no point in spending large amounts of money on those pieces. In some instances, people don't even see them. In other instances, that, say, a white t-shirt's going to last you a year, maybe two, before you have to get rid of it because it gets yellowed or whatever. So why invest big money in those things? That's where you look to save. The next thing that I consider is I am very frugal when it comes to athletic wear. I go to the gym frequently. The gym clothes are washed and dried. So what I will often do is buy Zella from Nordstrom when it goes on sale. And so when it goes on sale, I usually save about $20 per piece. So $20 off the joggers, $20 off the leggings or the yoga pants, $20 off the top. And they last for a really long time. They wash well, they wear well. So that would be where I would look for athletic clothing. And again, they have a couple of sales throughout the year, and it's really easy to get nice things during that sale most of the time. The next thing that I like to do with regard to sales is that at the end of the season, I go through the wardrobe. I'm starting to cycle to the next season. I will look at the clothing and see if anything needs to be replaced. And I replace it at the season end sales. Oftentimes you can get as much as 70% off from things that at the beginning of the year were in the hundreds of dollars. So that is one of the things that I do. I will often mark clothing in various websites where I really like the clothing. I'll use their hearts, and I'll have like a little list of favorites. At the end of the season, I open that up and see if those things are on sale, and if they are, I go ahead and buy them. Sometimes they're sold out, and I don't mind that because I figure if it's sold out, it wasn't for me. But if those little favorited items are on sale, then I have this great new piece for my wardrobe. The other thing that I look for is, like on Veronica Beard, for example, at the end of the season, I'm always checking out what blazers are on sale. I have gotten some wonderful deals on blazers by waiting to the very end of the season with Veronica Beard, for example. Other types of clothing from specialty stores, again, end of season, I get the things on sale. So that is one of the things that I do. If an item is very beautiful and I really love it, because I've saved and I don't usually have a lot of things that I need to buy season to season, then I can splurge if I find something that I really, really love and I really, really want. Outlet malls can be a good source for deals. as can TJ Maxx and stores like that. However, I would caution you, because in many instances, they are literally making a clothing or handbags out of lesser materials so that they can sell them at the outlets. For example, I was at an outlet store. I was carrying a handbag that I had purchased at the mall, full price, and I was now at this particular handbags outlet store. I was looking at the sale. They were 1/4 of what I had paid. But I noticed something. All of the bags that they were selling that looked identical to mine were actually not leather. So it's sort of like mine was leather, but the ones that they were selling on sale at their outlet were not leather. The lining of mine was a certain type of pattern. The linings on sale were completely different and lesser material. So if that doesn't bother you, then by all means, check out outlet stores. But there is a system for shopping outlet stores. At the front of the store, they usually have items that are marked down 10 to 20%, and oftentimes they are just slightly less expensive than at the department stores and at the other stores where they sell. As you move to the middle of the store, you will find that it's kind of a past season, and there you'll find 20 to 30, sometimes 40% off. At the very back of the store is where you're going to find the good deals. But oftentimes those clothes are very picked over, so you have to make sure that if you're buying those clothes that you look them over very carefully, because a lot of times they are either there's something wrong with them or they've been tried on a lot by people. So you want to look over those clothing items very carefully. But understanding how they put the clothes into outlet stores helps you to know whether or not you're really getting a good deal. One of my favorite tips is to remember that you don't have to have every single item in your wardrobe be high-end designer. Creating outfits with pieces that are both high and low not only create a beautiful and unique style for you, but it also is very helpful for your budget. So don't be afraid to mix pieces. Don't be afraid to mix designers if you're into designer clothes, but you can definitely wear less expensive pieces with more expensive pieces. And another tip that I'll share with you is that when you accessorize, it always elevates everything. So even if you're just wearing a t-shirt or a tank top from Target and a pair of shorts, if you add a cute belt, a cute handbag, and a pair of earrings, suddenly that whole outfit looks like $1 million. So be sure and remember that accessorizing can definitely elevate a less expensive outfit. One of my favorite things to do is to check out consignment shops, especially in areas where there are a lot of designer clothing options available. There's a designer level consignment shop that's right down the street from where I live. And a lot of times I will go in, I would say 99% of the time I go in, I look around, I don't buy anything. But every once in a while, there will be something in there, a Chanel sweater or something special that you will find, and it is definitely a special item. So don't overlook using those kinds of shops. I've never had a lot of luck shopping at like the Salvation Army for clothing and that kind of stuff. I have found a lot of beautiful housewares there. In fact, periodically we do make the rounds to see what kinds of decor items and what kinds of things we can get from the house. I tend not to have a lot of luck with clothes there, But if you love looking for deals and bargains and you know the kinds of brands that you're looking for, you can sometimes find some really great stuff, so don't be afraid to do that. Another thing that is really great to do is to update or repurpose items that you have in your closet. So retailoring a sweater, putting different buttons on a blazer, modifying an outfit, adding belts and that sort of thing. All of these different little techniques can take an older piece or a thrifted piece or consignment piece and make it yours. Again, my philosophy is to kind of create your own unique style. Don't like to encourage the cookie cutter thing. So the more ways that you can kind of interpret the trends or clothing in your own way, the better. And if you use these techniques, you'll be able to save money too. Be sure and let me know how you save money in the comments below. And be sure and stay tuned. We have one more video in our 7-day challenge. And if you have not gotten to see the other videos in this challenge, I have a playlist for you. You can watch them all, so don't worry. And check in there because there might be a few bonuses in there as well. Look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.